I got a money bring EV, you probably won't beat me, but bro, we can't beat by no smart. Overseas got the crowd doing my shit.
You have been grinding your way towards the logo. I know we spoke a long time ago. That was a goal of yours. What does it feel like to finally get that validation?
It just feels amazing. When I got the logo, I feel like I'm representing for like just the, the common, content creator that, is trying to grind.
The scene is being set here in Memphis, Tennessee at FedEx Forum. The Magic taking on the Grizzlies. For the Magic, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection. The unspoken bond that yields victory. Grizzlies, Magic up next. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for John Morant.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Harris. Ennis out there with Carter. And it's Okeke in at the 4. One for the Grizzlies. Morant now in at the guard spots. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Now here's Brooks. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Valanciunas. Yep, it counts.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Now here is Harris. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Ennis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Okeke. 6 on the shot clock. Carter dishes to Anthony. And the shot goes in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Morant, count that one.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Morant against Anthony. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Valanciunas, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And one of the most predictable things to do would be to play the one-on-one game. You want to work the basketball, work deep into the clock if you have to.
Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 6. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. But whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Now here's Brooks. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Knocked away. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Memphis leading by 6. Morant outside. Pass to Anderson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
Playoff seeding so important here as we take a look out east. You look at Orlando, it's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
And when I look at Orlando, one thing they don't have to worry about is not having enough free time this summer, because they're not going anywhere near the postseason.
And there will be players on the move once the season is over. You can count on that. They have to make wholesale changes, and the front office knows it.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now Hampton. The feed now to Bamba. 6 to shoot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, don't let that lean frame fool you. Mo Bamba able to muscle through contact. Nice.
Morant outside. Dishes it to Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Here's a look at the stats for Ross, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging 15 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Now, here's Hampton. Passes to Bacon. To the paint. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. Second, the Grizzlies.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Ross for 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Let's see some of the numbers here for Wendell Carter. He's been dominant over the last month. 17th in rebounding, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you were saying, one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that tireless work ethic that also motivates the rest of his teammates. The Magic trail by 9. The pass to Carter. Here's Bacon, covered by Winslow. Here's Bacon. And Winslow pulls it down.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Brandon Clark.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Now here's Ross. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Back to Carter. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with a wide-open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got his third bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And here is Hampton. A steal. And Memphis turns it over again. The Magic trail by 12. Bamba passes to Bacon. Now here's Hampton. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Bacon. Here's Hampton. Orlando moving the ball around. The Magic again can't hit.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
There's Winslow. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And just a disciplined defender. Carter Jr. uses his instincts to make his opponent uncomfortable.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 14. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Orlando, Bamba is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Hampton. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Bacon in at the small forward position.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Here's Morant. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now, here's Hampton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. And the first one drops. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls, and Memphis making a change here. Allen's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. James Ennis comes in for Dwayne Bacon, and Harris subbed in for Hampton. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Magic trail by 14. Here's Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Orlando, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Allen passes to Valanciunas. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, we've gotten used to seeing this from Jonas Valanciunas. The slam on the putback. Nicely done, sir.
Bamba kicks to Harris. Back to Bamba. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Winslow, the pass to Anderson. Rebounded by Anthony.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
The Grizzlies pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Excellent D there from Allen.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Valanciunas. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bamba against Valanciunas. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
We are talking about a physical, multi-skilled big in Mo Bamba, and he does a nice job drawing that contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Clark, he's checked in for Winslow. And that one falls for Bamba. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Bamba. Nails the baby hook. Valanciunas has got 8.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Now here's Anthony. 6 points for him. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Allen outside. Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now here's Anthony. Magic moving the ball around. Passes it to Okeke. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And here's a look at the stats for Jonas Valanciunas. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. 3rd in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it. Allen's shot is off. Ennis passes to Harris. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 8 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Inside, here's Clark. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bamba dishes to Ennis. Shoots from the high post. No good off the back of the rim.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Valanciunas in the high post. Kicks to Brooks. Allen outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Allen's got his first points in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Allen against Anthony. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Allen passes to Brooks. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Out to Anthony. Lets it fly. Another miss by Orlando.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Ennis taking his time here. The rebound by Anderson.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Dwayne Bacon comes in for James Ennis. Ross, he's checked in for Harris. And Hampton subbed in for Anthony. Here's Bacon. Last game he had 13.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Now here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Count the basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Morant with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Grizzlies out in front, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's Memphis out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
there's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA, over.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Morant now in at the guard spots. Brooks is out there with Anderson. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Anthony. And the pass to Brooks.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Now here's Morant, following the miss by Gary Harris. Lets a floater go. Headshot off. The Magic trail by 21. And here's Anthony for three. The rebound by Anderson.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Over to the wing. Anthony against Morant. Valanciunas, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Anthony. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Allen's shot is off. The Magic shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Here's Ennis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Ross comes in for Ennis. Now here's Anthony. He's got 8. He dishes it to Ross. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Here's Carter, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
Morant outside. There's Jackson with the three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Ross. Over Allen. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And it's Morant missing. Morant's with the steal. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ross kicks to Anthony. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Allen uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Ross. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Anthony. The Magic again can't hit.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
To the middle. Jackson dishes to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Grizzlies have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. So for the Magic, Bacon, he's checked in for Harris. And Hampton subbed in for Anthony. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Now here is Carter, and that one, good. Carter's got 6.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Here's Hampton. And he gets it to go. Hampton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
And that one's good, Morant.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Hampton. He's got 5. 1:32 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Bacon, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, easy call.
The Magic have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
He doesn't get the 2nd one. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Morant outside. 1:11 left in the 3rd. Brooks the pass to Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is a good chance here to look at the teams with the most second chance points of the season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And that's the way they have to play in order to win. They've got rebounders, so they've got to go after those 2nd and 3rd opportunities whenever they can.
And as he's checked in for Terrence Ross. Now, here's Hampton. Guarded by Morant. Hampton misses. The Grizzlies have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now here's Ennis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
The first free throw is good. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. And so he hits both. Now here's Morant. He's got 17 to the inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Hampton. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bacon. 6 to shoot. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Brooks in the corner. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Grizzlies shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Hampton out there with Randall. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bacon in at the 3 spot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Well, Orlando shooting just 26% out there, a terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Randall surveying the D. Hampton in the corner. Passes it to Hall. Over Jones. Hall, no good. And the Grizzlies with possession. Here's Clark. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. The pass to Melton. There's the dish to Clark. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it, and they'll keep possession. Here's Jones. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Orlando. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Hampton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for RJ Hampton. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hampton. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Jones. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Anderson. Makes it off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Magic shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Memphis the rebound. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Harris is checked in for Orlando.
Gary Harris.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Wagner. A floater. It's rebounded by Memphis. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jones. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues, and some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And another miss by Memphis. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The shot's good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Melton passes to Tillman. Here's Melton. It's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by Memphis.
Foul called. John Concha. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Magic.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Melton. Over Ross. And again, Memphis no good. Orlando, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Fires it up. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Outside, Jones. The kick out to Anderson. Shot clock at 3. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Here's Randall. Now the pass to Ross. Here's Hall. Defended by Jones. Hall, no good. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Outside, Jones. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th+ foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Morant.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. It's Randall with the drive. It's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Randall hits the 3-point bomb.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Melton. Pass to Clark. Right wing. Melton passes to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Melton, and it's Wagner with the rebound. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bacon's shot is off. Here's Melton. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.